All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to attempt number 5 of no deaths, a 1 hour speed run of the Little Nightmares game with the course going for a trophy. And tragically, I didn't have my mic on for my first 4 or so attempts, so that makes me sad, but it's okay. Not really anything I can do about it now. But hopefully, we'll actually be able to beat the game without dying, or and within an hour. So I guess I'll just have to re-say everything I've been saying during my attempts that I thought was important. That unfortunately wasn't caught in the tape because my mic was not on. But, so I guess well, not the most important thing, but the first thing is that you might have seen at the beginning that you can skip that opening cutscene by just restarting the checkpoint. So I've gotten used to doing that. And then another thing that's quite important is managing your stamina. I actually didn't know the game had stamina when I first played it. I could tell Six got tired, but I thought it was only from running and jumping. I didn't know it was actually tied to the running as well. And I've gotten pretty used to the game thus far, so uh, I think I can do most of these sections pretty easily. Apparently, I guess I don't know why, but I didn't realize. Apparently, the janitor section, like the beginning of the game up to fighting the janitor, is actually half the game. I thought it would be like a bit closer to a third of it, but no, that's not true. There's sections that are much than others, which I'll be. Oh, okay. That's the closest I've died there, or closest I've come to dying there. Oh, one more thing about the stamina is that the fastest way you can move is to run and jump, but that makes the stamina go by the fastest. But you can regain stamina like right now when I'm climbing. You can't sprint climb, so I'm perfectly fine with um, using my stamina up because I know there's that giant rope section that will refill my stamina before the next time I even have a chance to run. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good, but whatever. We can make it. We're fast enough. See? She's getting tired. And I don't care to stop Six from getting exhausted because I know this section's coming up. which is a lot of waiting, so I'll refill my stamina pretty easily. There's a lot of ways to die stupidly in this game, but there's really only a few sections you really have to worry about. I've had a lot of practice with just like my first couple of attempts, so I'm pretty good at knowing like the right time to go. Like I'll show here. My first playthrough, I waited for the janitor to go all the way through that door, but you don't have to wait. You can kind of leave. Just based on my experience when he's like passing the bed. Like about now. Then I can run now. Trying to think what's the hardest section in the game. And my mind comes to a few different conclusions. Unfortunately, these hunger sections are always here, and they're really slow and annoying. You can speed them up by jumping. And there's like certain spots that Six has to stop to do the hunger animation, but in certain scenarios, since after each time you get like hungry, you get slower, there's like certain places you can jump, so that way you get the most distance, so that way you aren't like walking slow for long. And it only saves like literal milliseconds, but given how often this hunger section happens, it could add up to a couple seconds that you could need. I've heard that you have about 5 minutes of time, like on a casual like playthrough with no glitches. But I honestly think I have more time than I think. Truly, the timer is not the problem, even though of course it makes everything more difficult. But the timer, oh my god, move! It's no dying is what makes this trophy so difficult, because you can't die once. Well done. That could have been really bad. I don't think I'm going particularly fast this round, but that's okay. Say the first section that's truly kind of scary is when you have to pull the lever for the piano. Oh, come on! That's really annoying. Just missed a couple seconds there. There's actually a trick you can do here. Usually, you'd pull open the right bottom, but you can just skip that. You just pull that drawer out by itself. Dang. I feel like I'm going really slow this run, but I don't think it'll matter, to be honest. On my first attempt, which I have recorded, but I didn't have my mic on, I got to the guest area at 45 minutes, which I'd say is pretty fast. I think I would have been able to, I would have got it first try if I didn't die in that one specific section. Yeah, like, what did I just get caught there? There's like tiny microscopic things that you have to deal with. Aw, man. Well, there goes this attempt. I think I can restart from checkpoint though. I got impatient. That's what happens. I've attempted this. This is only my fifth attempt, and I've spent like 3 hours playing. I'm impatient. I just want to get it done. There's no reason for me to move there. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm definitely going slower because usually I beat this section in 10 minutes and it's like 11 or 12. So I'm gonna have to pick up the pace a little bit. I mean, obviously, restarting from checkpoint didn't help, but I don't think that'll count as a death. But maybe I'll go through all of this and it won't count and it'll make me cry. Pretty sure restarting from checkpoint does not do anything. I should test if I'm able to grab that. Like that one ledge. Oh, that's much faster than what I usually do. Just grabbing onto that one ledge is much faster. And there's a lot of... It's kind of mind-numbing, because there's a lot of sections, like the hunger section, and like this section we're kind of in right now. That's just mind-numbing. It's not difficult. It's not dangerous. It's just get through the game. There's not really any way to go faster. Yeet. We're gonna go up on to another hunger section in a moment, and it's gonna be really slow and boring. And then we've got a long cutscene after that. So, just very sluggish part of the run. guess during this cutscene I can say, since it's gonna be boring, I use my own timer. Like I have my own hour-long timer just sat right next to me. And so I can kind of see roughly how I'm doing, but the timer in game is a little bit slower than the timer I actually use. Because on my first attempt, uh, I only had about like 10 minutes left on my timer, but then when I looked back on the game, it said I still had, I was only up to 45 minutes. So, I have more time than I think, but it's still not a lot of time at all. Oh, you know. Oh my God. This is what I'm saying about stupid baloney that just adds up seconds. I don't think I've ever had a slower first run than now. Oh, you've got to be fucking joking me, you piece of absolute garbage. But oh no, you. Oh my God, it's dead. Yeah, yeah, it's dead. Fuck you, you absolute ass, you absolute cheek. Oh my God, that's so bullshit.